Welcome, Cancer, to your chakra reading for May. Hope you all are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Okay, we have two piles here. This is deck 1 and deck 2. We got the green chakra rock and the orange chakra rock. Just pick the rock that pretty much shouts its name at you. Okay. Okay, now that you have that in your mind, I will start with the green deck. Okay, let's see what chakra is most needed for you this month. We do have 4 planets retrograding at this time. We have Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, and Venus. Okay, so got some heavy energies going on right now. So this is a perfect time for chakras to get these energies aligned and get things going here. Okay, so we have creation. So the creation is the crown chakra. So you need to keep this chakra energy open. This is going to be the top of your head. Okay, and this is I know. This is your spiritual awakening area. This is your inner innate wisdom. This is things that you know or that you will come to know if you leave this chakra open. Okay, really getting in there. Okay, and it's also the areas of, as it says, creation. Okay, so patience, the 9th house, broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically, or a long journey. Very nice. Be assertive. The angels say be assertive. Your law and attraction card is, if I am resisting evil, am I attracting evil? Very interesting. And we'll get into that. Okay, so, and Mars, your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. Okay, which is directly right underneath the patience and going right off the 9th house. So very nice. And also that fighting spirit is right next to the law and attraction. If I'm resisting evil, am I attracting evil? I will already tell the answer, yes, you are. Absolutely. Okay, so 4 of Swords and the world upside down. Okay, so yes, you have this creation going on over here. The creation is telling you, and you know, I know. It's like, what do you know? You know creativity, right? Because it's part of your creativity. It's coming from where? It's coming from that intuition. It's coming from the deeper parts of yourself, right? Vibrating off of the crown chakra energy itself. So it says, am I waiting for someone's permission to create my life? What do I need to see in order to claim my own gifts? So we will see here, opening to magic, lasting transformation, divine fitment, awakening creativity, finding your muse, owning your gifts. Your path is an artistic one. Express your love in a tangible art form. It is time to make decisions. Okay, so you have to think, how am I creating? How am I creating my space? How am I creating the energy around me? Right? Well, you have the 4 of Swords over here, so you could only think, okay, so you have this creativity going around, things that you're creating. Okay, but you're in 4 of Swords right now, so you're feeling like you're in replenishment mode. A temporary seclusion, right? Secluding yourself away. Feeling like you don't have the energy, the drive, the strength, and the fighting spirit at this time. Okay, feeling, bless you, feeling like you don't want to broaden your horizons or do any of the things. You know you want to do the 9th house things. You know that you want to broaden the horizons. You know you want to move towards the spirituality. You know you want to be the creator of your own world, right? And have the fighting spirit. But right now you're kind of, you know, you're in rest and kind of exiling yourself from doing so. With the world upside down, you're saying, no, I'm, you know, have the refusal to recognize anything that's going on in my life. I refuse to see. I have the lack of vision right now. I know what I want, but I lack vision. And this is why you need to keep this crown chakra open so that you can find that creativity. You can find that vision. You can see so that you can know it. You know, so if you figure sometimes it's like maybe I quit in the middle of things. So my world cannot give me a new beginning because, you know, I have not finished what I need to do. So do you have the refusal to see what is going on around you? Are you too busy trying to resist the evil people around you? And by resting and relaxing away from them instead of creating your own destiny, your own place. The more you keep resisting the evil, the more you are attracting it. Because you keep telling yourself, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. Now, guess what's going to happen? It's coming. You keep saying, I don't want this type of person again. I don't want this type of person again. And yet you meet this handsome man or this beautiful woman. And guess what? Because you didn't want that so much, it's probably going to end up the same. And it might be because you attract the same kind of people over and over again. Are you dating the same type of person? If you're always, you know, dating the bad boy, what do you think the outcome's going to be? Right? So if you're resisting anything, you are focused upon it, pushing against it, and activating the vibration of it, and therefore attracting that which is like it. So yeah, you're pushing a vibration right into your own place. So resisting, sitting right here in the Four of Swords saying, I'm resisting this. I know I should fight for this, but I don't want this. But yet you keep doing the same things. So over here, it's like, be assertive. If you want something different and you want to finish this, you know, patiently sit. While you're patiently sitting, to have the physical drive to create what you want, not what you don't want. Tell yourself, I know what I want. Don't say, I know what I don't want, right? Okay. Yeah, you're telling yourself, yeah, you know, I don't want a separation. I don't want something that's imbalanced. I don't want someone that gives me 9 of Swords. I'm tired of the pain. I don't want 10 of Swords. Wow. You know, are you just keep telling yourself these things? No. What I want you to tell you is to take the patience, broaden the horizons. Tell yourself, I'm going to create a different vibration. I'm going to create something that I know that I want. I want a Queen of Coins. I want someone prosperous, loving, nurturing, someone that I can spend my life with. I want somebody who gives me the ultimate fulfillment. I want somebody who actually moves and does things with me. Maybe the person I was with last time was boring. They didn't want to go anywhere. They didn't want to do anything. They were just always hanging out. And I don't want to hang out. You're going to find somebody that actually wants to do things that you want to do. A true connection, having the faith. Here's the God card coming out. Have faith that you can have these things. They might even have the same faith you have, you know, because you're manifesting on oneness, the same as yourself, somebody who's more like yourself, okay? Somebody you can grow with the 8 of Staffs, okay? So be assertive so that you can have the 8 of Staffs. The 8 of Staffs is saying someone who I can communicate with, someone that I can get to the higher levels with, someone who's more on my level, okay? They're on my level and we can level up together. With what? With the lovers. Excuse me. With the lovers. Someone who can love me and I can love them. We can grow together. Okay. For some of you, maybe you already found this person. Maybe you want this person. Maybe you're wishing for this person. And maybe this person is the King of Staffs. Maybe it is a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries that you have your eye on. If not, it's just showing, I'm going to use my intuition. I am going to show myself the loyalty. So therefore, I can have the long relationships that I'm looking for with, you know, outside by being assertive, right? Be loyal to yourself. by giving myself positive energy. Archangel Michael card coming out, King of Swords, communicate with your angels, communicate with your higher self. Tell yourself what you want. If you're going to rest with the Four of Swords, tell yourself good things. Don't tell yourself bad things. Become the empress within yourself. Tell yourself empress-like things. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. Nurture yourself. Okay? Over here, be assertive with the moon. That is your own card, right? Pisces, Cancer card. Be your own moon. Have your own secret desires. There's nothing wrong to have secret desires, but make sure that they're positive for your own good. If you're out, talking to the moon, some people wish on the stars, some people talk to the moon, whatever it is that you're doing. If it's a secret desire, that is the secret desire that you're wishing. Okay? Keep your secret desires with assertiveness, so that way you can become the King of Cups that you are, taking on your own energy, seeing and preparing yourself and keeping your own energies together, right? You're going to keep your waters at bay. Don't go hiding out. Don't hide out when you're in the Four of Swords with the negative emotions. Calm your waters. Keep yourself emotionally stable. Now you're going to have the perception of the crown chakra coming in, telling you, I can see, and now I know. I know how I was stealing from myself. I understand why my world never changed. I understand all the false perceptions I was giving myself because I didn't understand. So that way I can get on the same journey that I deserve to have, the destined journey that I can make for myself, a better path, one of passion. And not just passion for new love, but here's new love with the Queen of Cups, but also passions for myself. Understanding that I am so worth this. And remember, it's going to take patience to do so. Okay? This way, then you can not only just offer to someone else, but you're also offering to yourself. It's very important that you offer yourself and see yourself with the physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit for yourself. Okay, and that was your reading. Okay, so keep that creation going, the creativity within yourself, okay, to create what you need to create. Okay, so that was for you. Very, very important. Very deep and very important. Yes, these readings are always very deep. That's why I always say they're not always meant for everyone. I think that's why they get low ratings, but that's okay, because I give them to those who need it and feel that they need it. Okay, so that was for you. And the next one is the orange rock. For those of you using the orange rock, perfection. This is the root chakra. You need to get to your roots. Where is your base? You need to stay based, grounded. Okay, I have perfection. Okay, that is located at your base of your hips to the base of your spine. Okay, and that is where the energy starts, is that base location. This is, like I said, the I have. This is your foundations of yourself. If you think about it, this is where your body starts, right? And then goes up. So that's where we start, and it's discontent and boredom. The fifth house is where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. Romance. Ooh, okay. Your law of attraction card is the universal law of attraction defined. Okay. And your planet is Uranus. So your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening, right? So here we go, and you have the moon, beautiful Cancer card. You could also be dealing with a Pisces if that were the case, okay? And let's just see the moon again. This is very significant for you, Cancer, because I see a lot of, just a lot of moons in this. Okay, so, and you have the Eight of Cups walking away. So I'm seeing a lot of secretive, perfectionist, idealist, delusionment, type of things going on in this reading. Okay, so you have the perfection. So if you're feeling like you're a perfectionist, are you seeing yourself? Are you too hard on yourself? Are you telling yourself secretly, I am too hard on myself? People might not know how hard I am on myself, but I need to have a sudden change in enlightenment and awakening for myself. If I'm too hard on myself, does that mean that I'm too hard on my loved ones? Because I'm a perfectionist. So because I'm a perfectionist, I feel like I have to, when it comes to romance, I have to give everything that I have. And then are you, you're a perfectionist, so therefore you're expecting too much from someone as well? So you have the moon over here, and it's like, this is what I'm doing, right? Are you causing your own unforeseen dangers within your own relationship? And is it because you're too hard on yourself and people see this and you're too hard on them? Maybe you expect things from them that maybe they can't 100% give you, right? Like they can't really give you that, but you expect it, right? Maybe you're giving too much and you expect that exactly back, and maybe some people just can't really 100% give exactly what you have, so you have to kind of balance it, right? Do the balancing act, so you have to think like that, like maybe I'm a little too rough with them. I know that I'm a perfectionist, so I expect them to do it too, and then this gives you discontent and boredom. Well, you need to have a sudden change and enlightenment and an awakening to understand that that's sometimes not the way that's not always the way things happen, right? So it's kind of like unrealistic for you to think that because, let's do it this way. Like, my bedroom's always clean this way, so I expect your side of the bedroom to be always clean this way. But that person's not really like that though, right? They're a little messier than you are. And then it drives you crazy and it causes you discontent. And you're like, what the heck, right? So you have to have this kind of enlightenment, this awakening, only for the fact with Uranus coming in is telling you, you have to understand that they can't be exactly the way you are. So the sudden change of Uranus is just telling you to lighten up a little bit, understand where they're coming from. Not everybody can be the same way, right? So with the Eight of Cups over here, it's like you have kind of abandoned the situation. You've abandoned the situation, okay? You've abandoned the situation. You expect things to go this way and expect things to go that way, and you've kind of abandoned the situation. That's where the discontent, and actually I feel like it's more, it says discontent, but I actually feel like it's a disconnect in a lot of ways here. You kind of disconnected from that understanding. But you can't have romance unless you get it back, guys. Okay, because you're going to have the understanding and the sudden change that, being a perfectionist can't always work the way things work. Okay, so you have to ground yourself and say, okay, so I hang my clothes this way and you hang your clothes that way, which I think you hang your clothes like crap. And mine are all pretty in a row and they're always, maybe they're even color coordinated, right? So you have to understand not everybody can be like that, right? So take it how it resonates, whatever it is for you, of course, okay? So yeah, 7 of Coins. It's almost like you're burdening me to take on your things. Do you? Like when, let's just say they do, let's say you tell them to dust and then there's like, oh, that's not perfect. So do you go and redust after them? Because they didn't do it good enough with the 7 of Coins over here? Like, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and carry your weight too. Right? Because I'm a perfectionist and I just don't, and then over here with the 8 of Cups, it's almost like, well, I don't even know why I even do it for you. Or I don't even know, right, why I even, have you do anything, because I'm going to end up having to do it anyways. Right? So with the Seven of Coins over here, it's kind of like you put in all this hard work and you're so over successful and you expect all this other progress and doing all this stuff. You're carrying all these heavy burdens of even other people, and it doesn't make you happy to do so. But really what this card is also telling you is you need to grow away from that. You need to grow away from that. Allow them to do what they need to do, or teach them how to do something better. But if they're adults, you just need to grow away from that. Okay, because it's not, with the Ace of Coins upside down, that's not giving you anything back. That's not going to give you any prosperities at all. Okay, because it's just going to cause more discontent. Yes, you're the Nine of Coins. Okay, you do all the hard work, you do all these things, you have all these things that you have planted, you do all this stuff. Okay, but with the Ace of Swords, you need more growth. You need to grow in this area. You have to understand that being a perfectionist, being over perfectionist is a flaw, not a good thing for other people, because they can't keep up with you, right? They can't keep up with you. You expect too much. If you're expecting too much, okay, then it has no time to grow. It doesn't do anything. It hardens the relationship between you and another person, because they don't have the expectations that you have, and they could possibly never have done anything the way you've done it, right? So with the World card, now you're going to have your world, okay, and you're going to step into this new light, and you're going to realize with it, getting into the 5th house is where you have fun, romance, create things you are proud of, create things around yourself, right? Now you can do things without having to feel like it's not done right, this is not done this, because you're going to relax a little bit. Remember, there are flaws to each and every one of us. So if you continue to keep down the same path that you're doing, you're not going to be able to grow with your person. You're not going to even be able to grow within yourself, because you're too hard on yourself. You're telling yourself that this isn't right and this is not wrong. You know what I mean? And this is that, blah, 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 blah. And you're speaking it out. Do you see how you're speaking it out? So it's actually could affect other people around you. Okay? Because they see you as this person who's like, just nothing can go right unless it's done this certain 100% way. Now, that's good for certain things, especially if you're at work. But folding your clothes a certain way, or you didn't fold the towels the way I like to fold the towels, or you put the toilet paper on wrong, or, instead of like yelling at them or doing these things where they feel like they're being rushed at, maybe you just, come to a compromise. Maybe there's a compromise, but it causes 4 of Swords. Or I'm sorry, 4 of Cups. It causes this neglect, and it causes people to not feel good. And I think what happens to yourself as well is that you start catching yourself doing it, and it doesn't even make yourself feel good all the time, because you realize you're a little rough even on yourself, because now you're even doing things to yourself to catch yourself. Like, oh my God, that's not the way it was supposed to be done. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Right? So you have better communication within yourself. So that way you can do the things that you want to do, but at least you will have the determination with the 4 of Staffs to be able to do it without feeling so rough on yourself. Okay? Because otherwise, if you're not giving yourself the love and the gratitude of doing this and the cooperation, how are you going to have cooperation with other people if they can't keep up with you? So you're robbing yourself of the romance. And the angels say, you just give the romance. Stop robbing yourself of the romance. You're giving yourself your own bad wheel of fortune, your own bad cycles, because you're giving yourself your own 3 of Swords. And literally, someone in here is also giving 3 of Swords to someone else, because it gets out of hand. It gets out of hand. And then you need to stop focusing on those things. Okay, those things are, you need to realize that this is negative energy and stop focusing on those things too much. Okay, because life is so full of other things that we can be focused on besides how the towels are folded. Okay, so, and if it's something about love, okay, because I do have the Queen of Cups, but it's also could be your energy. Just give yourself a little more patience, a little more time, and a little more understanding, so that way you don't feel like you're so, I'm just going to say it, like you're so anal about having to have all these things done in a certain amount of time, this way, that way, folded this way, because you're actually I believe you're driving yourself crazy as well at times, and you know it. I know it, you know it. So you have this sudden potential change coming in with this enlightenment and this awakening to say, you know, and if this is within the love relationship of romance as well, which I know it is, it's showing like you need to get back on the path over here. So that way your person doesn't feel like they're always being attacked because of your perfection. And then they also see you getting down on yourself because you are also a perfectionist. And this causes drifts back and forth within your romance. Okay, so the law of attraction says the essence of which is like unto itself is drawn. And while this may seem like a rather simple statement, it defines the most powerful law in the universe, the law that affects all things at all times. For nothing exists that is unaffected by the power of law. So you're actually affecting yourself. So you want to get into the law of attraction and say, you know, I'd like to step it down a little bit of a level here. Okay, yes, I do want things to be in order, but yes, maybe I'm taking it a little too far. And even to the point where I'm even getting down on myself for not doing things the way that, you know, maybe mother did this or grandma did it this way and I can't do it, but I'm going to try to perfect it, or however it is, you guys. Okay, but you have to remember that with the enlightenment and the sudden awakeness, you'll find out that you don't have to do things exactly to the point where it becomes a negative aspect. Okay, you want to keep it nice and as it says over here, you want it to where you can have fun and create things with it, right? Not to the point where it has to be, you know, your relationship has to be this way, it has to be that way, you know, because that's not really having the fun of being alive. Okay, there's no fun in that. Okay. So this is just telling you to lighten up a little bit. Sometimes we get to the point where we are just a little too hasty with ourselves and sometimes with others. Okay, and that was your reading for you. And I hope that you enjoyed that. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time for the next reading. Peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.